Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about grapes. This is pretty much what I'm like. It's all a bit random, and we're going to be talking about two different types of grapes today. Now, disclaimers at the beginning, these are just my thoughts and opinions, and also I swear. Now, the second part of this video, well, they'll probably tie in, let's face it. Most shit ties in somewhere down the line, and it could go in any direction from hither to thither, right? But the second type of grapes that we're going to be talking about, let's open, are those ones, right? That's the second part. But the first one, right, I watched this video yesterday. I've done the disclaimers, my thoughts and opinions, and also I swear and also I tangent. This is unscripted, unprofessional, but real, honest, just my truth, spitting my truth, right? I work alone. I've got nobody to please, nobody to appease. I am part of a group, however, but that's not what So Says Kez is for. This is my learning journey, and what I do does tie in with my little group, but we won't talk about that just now. So yeah, I watched this video yesterday, and this chap, lovely fella, couldn't work out whether he was gay, because I thought at the beginning he was gay, because he was going on about like how words have changed, how words have been bastardized over the years, like gay used to mean happy, like the whole rainbow used to be for children, and now it's for anal sex. Do you know what I mean? And all of this. And one of the words that he said, and it is a particular bugbear that I've had for fucking ages, is grape, right? Saying grape instead of rape. Now, I don't know where this come about. Now, please, this is like a sort of a you educate me thing. It's audience participation required, if you wouldn't mind. Where did that come from, right? Because all I know, right, is from one side you've got people on YouTube saying can't say rape, right? Like we've got like the I'm so sorry. He will never see this video, let's face it. It don't matter. If it does, don't kick me tits in, please, Cam. So I follow this guy called Topical Juice, right? And I assume he's called Cam, because he says it's your boy Cam, right, at the beginning. But this guy's ad, right? He comes from London, right? And I think, and he's like been involved with gangs and things like that. He says mandem all the time, like literally, and you've got to be hard to say mandem, right? And literally, he says grape, and he's such a lovely looking young man, and it just goes, you know, like anti-damp, makes you anti-damp when he says grape. It's so gay. No, literally, it gets me in an anti-damp place. Do you know what I mean? When you see somebody and you're following somebody. I was watching another video yesterday. I do watch quite a few videos these days. Don't really process them, don't add them up, but I can say I watched this video, and they are saved on my YouTube. If anybody goes like, which video are you referring to, Kaz? I can send it to you, find it and send it, because, you know, anything important, I log it, I keep it on YouTube. I'm a bit of a hoarder like that. I hoard information, always have done. Well, since 2002 is when I first started doing it, because my ex-stepdad is dead now, but and he robbed my mind blind with the aid of my brother. Him and my brother basically got together just before my mum died, robbed everything off me and my daughter. Specifically me and my daughter. They didn't want it to have anything, because my brother's a cunt, but and so was my stepdad, and my mum knew it, like. But here we are, right? What am I even doing about that, Mum? Yeah. Right. Now, another thing I've thought to do today. Oh, yeah. no. Another thing I thought to do today is go back through, because there's a editing thing on YouTube, isn't there? Because in the olden days, right, when I used to have viewers, like 17 years ago, when I used to get views, well, not always, very much, but sometimes I did, right? I wasn't shadow banned as much then, even though I've been talking about religion for 17 fucking years, right? I've also been talking about other stuff. Yeah, I used to edit my videos. I used to upload them to the computer and edit them. And there's a thing you can do on YouTube with that. I keep meaning to look at it. I really need to start taking this fucking channel seriously, really, don't I? You're not going to overthrow the patriarchy if you don't even put any effort in, Cass. Let's just go back. And so at any point in time in any of my videos, if I go off on a tangent and I do not follow it up, and at the minute I'm a bit, there's something wrong with my head. I know there's something wrong with my head, right? But also I'm suffering quite badly with depression. You wouldn't know. But depression. But yeah, I am losing the will to live on an ever-increasing basis. Like, it is now gone to, and I've just got out of bed. Just can't do life. Can't do it. But got up. When I went to bed last night, I'm like, right, I need to speak about this, and so this is what I've got up today, and we'll get where we're going. So yeah, grape, right? Now I've heard that it gets your channel demonetized. Now I think personally that rape is something that we really should be speaking about. You know, like it's got the lid kept on it for a reason, which is why it's making me wonder whether it's anything to do with the Muslim rape gangs, as to why people can't say rape on YouTube, because they're protecting themselves. You know how they're trying to bring in Islamophobia laws. And I think that, you know, like I'll say it again, biggest threat that our country faces is Islam right now. Nothing comes close. The migrant crisis is part of the overtake of Islam. It is part of that. Trust me. Like, literally. And I remember 30 years ago when I was going out to work, and there was the big thing. Asian people literally would kick the fuck off if they didn't get a job. They went for a job along with everybody else. If they didn't get it, they would scream fucking racism, so much so that people were having to employ them even if they weren't the best person for the job, just so that they didn't get called racist. And this was 30 years ago. Imagine what it's like now with diversity, equity and inclusion. It's like literally everybody's got the fucking boot on the neck. Don't be fucking racist. Islamophobia, and I ain't scared of it either, otherwise I won't be fucking pointing it out every 5 minutes, that they have to follow Muhammad, right? They are a good Muslim, behaves like Muhammad, and Muhammad married a 6-year-old girl, took her virginity when she was 9. Muhammad, I found out yesterday, because, and bearing in mind, only been looking at it for 4 months since the mosque we got told we're having a mosque on the doorstep. So I thought, I'm going to have a look at what we're getting on the fucking doorstep. And in that 4 months, I found out things like they're going there to pray 5 times a day to a god that is called the Great Deceiver. Like, literally, and they have to be like Muhammad, who raped a 9-year-old. Well, obviously, he'd been married to her for 3 years by then. I bet she was gagging for it, going 3 years without, weren't you? Don't you? They have a thing of, like, basically, you can rape a girl anally up to and vaginally after the age of 8, right? Little boys, I've recently found out it's cracking to have it off with little boys until they get a beard. Then it's gay. What you doing? He's got a beard. That's gay. You can do him up the arse when he's little. Like, literally, and Al Zoot I found out about yesterday, where Mohammed drew a line in the sand, told his mate, you sit there, mate. So he sat down so he didn't get his arse bummed, right? While Mohammed went out and got rode all night long by a group of naked black men and came back in the morning hobbling because he was hurting so bad because they bummed him all night. And this is their version of Jesus. Now you tell me. And let's not forget the countless people that he slaughtered. Fuck all like Jesus, mate. But I was grown up like, oh yeah, Muhammad, that's Jesus. That's their version of Jesus. That's their Jesus. Completely different people, mate. Jesus ain't even meant to have had sex. This bloke apparently had the sexual prowess of 30 men, right? Because it's believed that having semen up your arse gives you the power of that man. Look it up. Anyways, so yeah, I think that we should start. So I'm wondering whether it was the Muslim rape gangs who were like, no, you can't say rape, that sounds bad. That's why everybody's got to say grooming. And yes, they groomed these little girls. And let's not forget, these were racially motivated attacks. They went for little white girls. They have a thing of like, go out, have your fun with all of the women, and then marry a good Muslim woman. The rest are just for sex. Especially the blonde ones. Anybody white, shag 'em, mate. Don't matter. You've been circumcised so that the tip of your penis touches the cloth of your undergarment, so you're constantly randy. Go out and spread the seed, because that's like the whole goal is to take over the fucking planet. I ain't making it up. So I say call a rape, because but it's money. Putting money before fucking humanity. It's like, oh, might get me channel demonetized. You might get one video. Like, is it not worth standing up and being a man then? I'm sorry to bring this bloke back into it. I do apologise. But everybody does it. Can't say rape. Gotta grape it. It's got to be grape. Because what? Who are we protecting here? Because ultimately that's what it's about. But people are like, oh no, you know, like I said, oh God, a couple of years back I think now, like, and I was watching this young tarot reader lass, and she said bugger or something. She was like, oh my God, I don't want to get the video demonetized. Why not? Make content, right, 24/7 that makes you money. Be prepared to have one where the monetization is cut off when you tell the truth. Just tell the truth and hang the expense. What price? Dignity. What price? The safety of women and children. We've got to stand up and be a man dem. We've got to stand up and say, a rape's a rape. He fiddled with a kid. He bummed a rent boy. Fuck 'em. If you say fuck or rape or bollocks or I can't say it. And there you go. I've been brought up in Leicester and I can't physically say P-A-K-I. Because I have been brought up in this city, which is now taken. My city has been taken by Muslims. And I'm sitting in here calling them rapists. Who's the man dem now? Do you know what I mean? Literally got everywhere on my street, round the corner, literally round the corner. We've got a fucking Kurdish barber shop before you get to the mosque. Like, literally been taken. Totally and utterly been taken. And I'm still sitting there calling them rapists for raping people. Because nobody is going to fucking stop that mosque happening by pandering to rapists. People who are told to lie to further their religion and get what they want. And they laugh at us. Just like them bastards laugh at us. Oh yeah, apparently digital fucking mandatory digital ID coming in now. That's as a side effect of the migrant crisis. Apparently, it's like, no, it ain't. It's Agenda 2030, is it? I thought it was Agenda 2020 as well or something. Which probably, if you look back on it, would be what happened in 2020. Like, them bastards are going to get away with it. Them bastards invented Islam. Them bastards invented Christianity. Them bastards invented Judaism. The only true religion does not have a name. Well, the closest you could get is spirituality, I suppose. But the actual God is with us all, and it's so clever, because like so many, you know, like they weave it into religions. But the biggest lie we've ever been told by them bastards, the bastards who stole the secrets of the universe, let's call them Freemasons for want of a better word, not just that, but a group of people who were handed, is like, here you go, here's the secrets of the universe, use them to coexist peacefully and make the world work for you till we come back for the gold. That's my personal opinion. Well, what I've been told. And also read in books after I'd been told it. There you go. Yeah, so and they took them, and they're like, well, what if we kept them for ourselves? It's like, keep the secrets only for the initiated and keep the door wholly shut to the profane. They thought what that means, we'll just initiate our mates. If you're like us, you can come in the club and you can find out the secrets. You can be enlightened. But if you're not educated like us, which most people, you know, well, not educated, if you don't show an innate selfishness and an innate greed, you can't be up there. You have to be heartless. And literally, it's, you know, oh, I wish I could plant what I've been told in everybody else's head, and like, you're fine, mate. They're gonna get got, and it ain't us that's gonna have to get them. It's the people who left them with the fucking secrets. Their day is nigh and they're shitting themselves. But we can get that on the roll, right? It will be okay, I promise you. Anyways, right, let's fuck this off, because I'm going off into carry on talk there. So let's talk about grapes. I want to know, we've got little grey ones. Grey. These are green. These aren't grey. These are green. And then we have some. No, these are cotton candy grapes, right? These are red grapes, I think, and nope, they're the red grapes. And then they're candy pop candy pops, right? Fucking best grapes in the world, right? No, text dog out. From Morrison's, shouldn't be eating while I'm on my video. Do excuse me, but it tastes a bit like toffee apples. Little review in there, free one from Morrison's. You're welcome. It's bet free. Free candy pops, thanks. But they are delish. I want to know, how do you wash grapes? Because I think, you know, like when these turn all, they're perfect. And they're nothing like the grapes that I used to have when I was little, right? They just taste perfect. You don't get a dud, like they all just look perfect. They don't go off. And obviously we should by now know that a lot of shit that we buy from the supermarket is dipped in bleach. Like, for example, if you get a pre-made salad, it's dipped in a weak solution of bleach. If you eat a ready-made sandwich, the salad in that ready-made sandwich has been dipped in a weak solution of bleach. See, there's an aftertaste with that. The summer on these, I swear. Now, I have diverticulitis. It was a big old 2023. Go back, watch the videos. I made a twat of myself in that fucking hospital bit. I had to go and have my chimney looked at on Christmas Eve in 2023. Turns out, don't have bowel cancer. Yay. do have diverticular disease, right? And it's flaring up. Now, I do have a lot of stress. As I said, I am going through a shit time in my life at the minute, and you know, like I have started shitting blood again and stuff like this, so I think it's a diverticulitis flare up. But I'm thinking if there's chemicals on these grapes, ain't that gonna aggravate shit? Like, literally. But I can feel a coating just from eating that one. So how do you get that off, please? I tried with ChatGPT. I started a conversation with GP, as I call it, the other day, and said, like, you know, like, because they've got to be genetically modified, right? So I was going down the genetically modified route. Is this going to cause me any issues and whatever? Because I have started as well. Don't know whether it's that. Don't know whether it's like, you know, like just general lack of fucking hygiene. Fuck knows. But I have been getting like spicy mouth. I thought I got like oral thrush. But it just, my mouth tastes spicy, and I don't know whether that is because I'm eating some kind of chemical on these fucking. Just let me know whatever you know, guys. Really, please, like any input, welcome. That's my little. If you've made it till the end bit for today. If you've made it to the end, please help me with my grape conundrum, and please, people, stop saying grape, because oh yeah, that's a wheelie bin. Still ain't done the wheelie bin video, but how many times have I mentioned the wheelie bin video? Saw another thing yesterday, and it was I was deeply into what this geezer was saying, and then he just said grape, and just kept saying grape, and it's like, we all know you're talking about rape. Like, literally, you're spoiling a word. Do you know what I mean? Grapes are nice. I am totally addicted to grapes. Wow. At the minute. Like, because when I go to bed, and like, literally, you're going to hate me. I'm just a walking disaster. And I put on 2 stone because I'm built like a dyke. I should be on, like, I could be signed up for Prisoner Cell Block H, the reboot, mate. I'm built like a dyke. But I go to bed, and I was eating one of these every night in bed while I'm watching telly and playing the games and whatever, getting ready for bedtime. All one, right? But thanks to grapes, which now, every time you hear the word grape, you're going to be thinking rape. Where's the fucking logic in that? Oh, what do you want for today? Oh, I love a good grape, mate. Fucking quite partial to a grape. Fancy a grape? Which reminds me, and I was going to use this as the segue between, but this ruined this as well. Ruined this. One of my favourite ever jokes from when I was a little girl. I don't know whether it was my mum that told me, to be fair, but I was quite young. Teenager, like it's fucking 40 years ago, that bastard. So, long time ago. And it was like, girl runs into a police station, help, I've been raped. And it's like, don't you mean raped? No, there was a bunch on them. Ruined. Fucking ruined. Like, literally, just call a spade, call a rapist, and hang their expense. I mean, I know I'm not monetized, right? It don't matter to me. Even if I get to the point where I can be monetized, I still won't be monetized, because that's not why I do it. I do this to teach, ultimately, to educate on what it is that what's hid from us, so that bad people can get away with doing bad things. And personally, I think we deserve more than them bastards having the boot on the neck. They don't deserve our servitude. We're slaves, all of us, whatever colour you are. We're all slaves. And poor fucking Muslims, like, literally, I feel so sorry for them, especially the women. Do you know what I mean? We've got them now on our estate. This is new. First time, other day, went in there, like, the co-op started to serve halal meat now. the other week that went in. But I went in the other day, like the letterbox burqa. Fucking just eyes, all you could see. Just so that she don't get raped by her own men. I should imagine that they told them that white men do that as well, just to keep them in fucking fear. And then they chop their clitorises off. Literally, these people that we're allowing to take over our country, and we had obviously, I had a conversation with you about my flaps, because they disappear when you hit menopause, which I think every woman should know. Because how many people go through their life going like, oh, I hate my flaps. Mate, they'll be gone one day, don't worry about it. But if you're a Muslim, somebody will come along and slice them off with a razor blade. And sometimes they sew up their holes. Sometimes they sew up women's holes, right? When they're a little girl, so that sex is more enjoyable for the man. The whole of Islam is all about sexual gratification for men, and violence and murder and taking over. And that's what we're allowing to take over, because nobody's educated us in it. Labour won't tell you that. Labour will say there's no proof of Muslim grooming gangs. Rape, darling. No proof. Oh, no proof of that. While the woman next door going, yeah, but it's not gonna happen there. Utter fucking shit show, because nobody is prepared to tell the fucking truth, because everybody's scared of something, of just being seen as bad. Literally, I am racist. I am racist against Somalian men. I think they are butt fucking ugly, every single fucking one. I'm sure there's a handsome one somewhere, but as a species, and it's a race, that race, just the men, I am racist against Somalian men. I think they're butt fucking ugly. That is racism. Pointing out that a religion abuses kids is not racism. Not least because they ain't all from the same fucking race. It's religionism. I'll happily do it. Religion has been what I do. It's the reason I started this channel 17 years ago, because I realised we were lied to about God. And I think that humanity should know what God really is, because it's every beautiful thing from every religion. Look, literally, people, like I read stories of people saying, oh, and I asked Jesus and Jesus gave me this. What, some woman yesterday, I asked Allah and this happened. That's what happens with the universe. You ask, you are a part of the biggest fucking knowledge machine ever. Ask the questions, you will be given the answers. And also ask people on YouTube about your grades. I mean, you like me me fancy tub. This one once this once contained, I want to say gong shui, because of the way that feng shui is spelled. It's shui chicken from Redland and in Leicester, and it's fucking lovely, and it comes in a nice, they do two sizes of these tubs. Like, they do little flat ones. I like the deep ones. Great for keeping your grapes in by the side of the bed so that they don't go off. There you go. I've told you a little bit of something. I still don't know why I was going to. This keeps going round in my head. Still don't know why I was going to talk about my thieving stepdad. But he did have a purpose in this. If I remember, I'll put it in the description. If I remember, I'll write a description. Like, literally, if you've got any ideas of how I can fucking kick myself up the arse, because I've been doing this for 17 years, and I've just been sitting on my own. First, I was looking at a video camera. Now I'm just looking at my phone. and chat my shit, upload it, walk away. Sometimes I watch them back. I've not watched yesterday's back. I don't see the point. If nobody else is watching them, why? That's not what I do. I just can't be asked. It's like, fuck it, I've said what I want to say. There's no wrong with it. Nobody will know anyway. So fuck it, I'll just do the next one. And yeah, no point watching it back. It's just me. You know what I mean? Anyways, if you've made it to the end, I owe you a bevy, and I'll know you've made it till the end because you'll be able to help me out with my grape conundrum. How do you wash grapes? Keep them, you know. There is definitely something on them grapes. What is on grapes? You know, like, let's educate each other. Let's chit-chat in the comments and educate each other, because there's so much. You know, like, I see people on Facebook and they'll say something and I'll be like, you don't know about that. I won't comment on the post. I don't like to go around just going, oh, I think you'll find. Because, you know, I have people, like, at the minute, like, loads of people, different people just sending me stuff on Facebook. No context, no hello, no, oh, let me introduce myself. Would you like me to send just, no, just, and then, like, one joke, like, said that this is an Easter egg for him. Like, let's see if he actually watches me, shall we? He just posts links, and then, like, he posted this link from the podcast of the Lotus Eaters, right? They did a video on this report that's come out from Leicester, proving that multiculturalism does not do anything at all for race relations, right? It's a study out of Leicester University. So I replied, because I'd not been able to watch the video all day, right? Because I'd got all the stuff that I was doing. It was much more important when I started watching it. And so I replied and went like, woohoo, Leicester's on the map, right? I thought, you know, like, because I don't usually respond. He just fucking spammed me. No, one time I did ask him, like, we mentioned something from a while back or whatever, and I'm like, oh, how old are you? So, like, he told me how old he is. He's 68, so you don't get manners the older you get. Fellas, this is why I'm going to be single forever, mate. I'm going to be single forever. Doesn't matter how old they get. Never, ever. So I went like, oh yeah, woohoo, Leicester's on the map. And he just went, watch it. If I weren't fucking watching it, mate, how would I know it were about Leicester? Well, he didn't say watch it. He went, watch it. Watch it. It gets better. Or something. And it's like, oh, can't stand condescension, man. Can't stand condescension. There is nobody above or below me. So, don't fucking God worship me, and because I don't, like, you know, like, if people are really complimentary, I don't know. Oh, lovely, smashing. You know, I don't. So I'm not good with compliments, but don't fucking talk down to me, mate. Do not. Anyways, I'm leaving it there. If you made it to the end, I owe you a bevy. And there's a couple of people that I definitely need to be having a bevy with sometime soon, ladies. We need to be meeting up again, and they know who they are, my girls. Thank you for being here. Please come back, and never forget that I love you all.